because what you're talking about being customer centric is totally, in the behind the scenes type of behavior when it comes to marketing. That's the stuff we want to be able to measure. How do you adopt this mentality of being consumer or customer centric OKR, but it's hard to measure?
So I get this question a lot, right? And the question comes up kind of like like there's stuff that we can't measure, or should we set a goal that we can't measure, or that. I tend to be an optimist, and I tend to believe that we can pretty much measure anything, or at least get a sense of anything. So when I talk about measuring customer behavior, certainly the visible behavior that people do as they interact with our systems, with our campaigns, with our products, with our services, is the obvious stuff that we can measure, right? So the stuff that analytics tools give us back. But you're right, stuff happens behind the scenes. And there are conversations that take place that we don't know about. So how do we find that stuff out? First of all, it shouldn't stop us from setting a goal that for a metric that resides in this sort of obscure, the dark side of the moon, if you will, right? Yeah. The second thing is, okay, well, how are we going to find out that these conversations are happening, and to what extent? And if we can't measure them quantitatively, then at the very least we can try to find out if they're happening qualitatively.
Okay.
Right? So for example, you've got your target audience, right? And so on a regular basis, you're speaking to, let's say every 2 weeks you talk to 5 people. Right, which I think is a fairly reasonable task. Sure. When I advise teams, usually I want them talking to 3 to 5 people every week. But let's just say it's 5 people every 2 weeks. So on an average month, you're talking to 10 to 15 people, and you're asking them the same kinds of questions. Hey, how did you hear about the product? Hey, where are you getting information about these kinds of products? Oh, I'm in this Slack group, and they always exchange links. Oh, I'm you know what? My friends on LinkedIn, my connections on LinkedIn are always sharing stuff with me back channel, right? Or whatever it is, right? And so you're looking for those patterns over time. So qualitatively, you're saying, look, this month, 3 out of 10 people told us that they learned about the product through a DM exchange on LinkedIn. Right. Next month, it's 8 out of 10. Next month, it's 9 out of. And so you're looking for those trends that tell you that this stuff is happening and over time.